Alrighty, guys, it's 3:30 and change. Time to wrap it up for today. It is Wednesday, March 4th. And so we're getting strength. We're getting strength. We're holding on to the strength. And I have to say, I'm pretty much optimistic about it. So far, this morning we started off range bound and we we were concerned about the support, obviously, that there's going to be a more weakness showing up. But so far, I have to say, we're not getting much of it. A bit of weakness in the morning, and that was about it. And we are right now still holding pretty much at value. So we retraced right back up from that lower support area back to value and holding there. So even if it looks pretty strong for the day, we're pretty much just back to value and to kind of where we started before this conflict started kicking in. And so I would just start off range bound right now. And we probably may start with a slight bias to the upside given the strength we had today, but we're pretty much at value. So I wouldn't be super aggressive on the long side. Just kind of look at it as a range bound market. We're going to sell strength up to the 69.15, 69.30 area. And if you start taking out these upper areas, that's when I really start thinking, okay, well, maybe we're back in action here. But right now, I just would start off range bound looking to sell strength against the 68.95s, 69.10, 69.20, 69.30s. I would look to buy weakness against, I would put the ledge right there at the 68.75s against the 68.65s and 55 for rotations up. And we start trading below. I'll probably give it a bit of room there below the 30s. I would start thinking short side of the market again. So we got a little bit of range to work with, but that's how I would start the overnight. So for today, yes, a couple of trades and trade on the ES didn't go anywhere. And and I had to say that was a beautiful trade, wasn't it? That's great. I was right up here. I put my limit order a little bit outside the range. They run up, hit my target perfect, and my entry perfectly. Hard run down, and then a second rotated right back up again and managed to shake me out of it. They go right back up, one tick above the prior high. So very frustrating, but that's got me. And then of course it failed. So that was a great entry, but it just didn't work out since I got knocked out. I could always re-engage, but it was moving pretty good, and you don't want to chase it after you miss the entry like that. Chasing it just kind of is a way of getting caught. So I just let it go. But one trade there, one trade on the Nasdaq, same story there. That was a little bit earlier when it looks like they were failing here at the highs. They looked like they stalled here for about quite a bit of a stall. Looked like they were kind of slowly grinding higher. I tried a short trade. It was just not going anywhere, so I got out of it, and then it popped right after that, and then it had backline down again. So yeah, it could have been a shakeout, could have been a winning trade. It just depends. I wasn't in it, so. And then I slowly been grinding higher from there, but it as you can see, pretty sloppy, and then a little rotation down here towards the afternoon. But overall, I would just say range bound trading on the Nasdaq as well. Nasdaq is looking a little bit better than the ES, I had to say. They are up here, up against this 120, so up above this resistance area. So we are in a spot on the Nasdaq. If they keep going, we could see them run up here to the 450, 500s. That would be pretty strong follow through for tomorrow if that happens. So it's pretty strong start on the Nasdaq. Let's see if they can hold this line. If they trade below that 130s, we have back range bound again. So I would give it below this area, the 25,090s. Give it one level lower just to be take off the volatility, but. So below that 25,090s, go back range bound. Otherwise, starting off with a slight bias to the upside on this guy and see how far they can take it. So that's where we are on the Nasdaq. And then finally, or the bond market is I didn't do anything on that guy. As I said, that I was looking for a potential trade in the afternoon, right at that landing close. We talked about that retest up here. Problem was that these first two bars here was where the actual retest happened, and then the rest was just not enough trading going on there for it to get filled. So, but I didn't click in any order on that one at all. I just kind of watched it and looked there and see if it's going to turn into something. I was actually thinking that they were going to take it up to resistance here, a couple of more ticks. So I said the second reason I wasn't going to engage it. But anyway, so at this point, just kind of staying in a pretty tight range. So starting off range bound on the bonds at this point, looking to buy against the 1630s and the 1622s. They're going to sell against strength against the 1707s and 1715, 16s here for rotations down again. So that is the bonds. Back to the ES and the Nasdaq and pretty quick. Now news with tomorrow. Tomorrow, Thursday, we get, what do we get? We have jobless claims, productivity, import-export prices all happening tomorrow. And that's about it. And then, of course, on Friday, we get the employment situation. That's going to be interesting. So that's what we got in front of us, Thursday, Friday. So we'll wrap it there for now, guys. And I'll see you back bright and early in the morning. You guys have a great evening. I'll see you back then.